Good afternoon, students and the concerned teachers. I am Umakanta Swain, an assistant teacher from Government UP School, Pandermal, Sadar Block, Sundargarh. I welcome all of you to this virtual studio, Sadar Block, Sundargarh. So, hope it means how are you, students? Hope you are all fine. So now, without doing any late, so go to our smart. Hello, my dear students. So today, it means I am going to teach you a lesson from your English reader book. That is page number 31. A lesson I am going to teach you. So now, before going to teach you the topic, just I have to do some activities. It means some questions I am going to put you. So it is better for you try to answer these questions. Rich parents usually teach their children what it means to be poor. Rich parents. Rich parents means parents having wealth. It means parents having no financial problems. They are called rich. So rich parents usually teach. साधारणतः कौन धनी पितामाता माने शिक्षा दे थांते their children पिलामानु को what it means to be poor. गरीब कौन ए विषय से माने कौन तां पिलामानु को शिक्षा दे थांते. Is it that their children will hate the poor? Is it that these children, the parents who teach their children what it means to be poor, it means these children will hate the poor. Okay, think. So is it that they will remain alone like prisoners and never see the real world? It means that after listening from their rich parents, that children, they will remain alone. They don't mix with others. Or like prisoners, they will spend their life. Prisoner means those who are kept in prison. It means those who do some crimes and already sent to jail or sent to prison and never see the real world. कौन वास्तव दुनिया को से देखी पारे. Is it only that they will run after money? Is it that the children of these rich parents, they will run after money only? So do you think that money can give them happiness? Is it okay? Do you think money can give happiness to all? So now, to know all about this, we have to go to the lesson, and it is also from your English reader book, lesson that is 2 and page number 31. This is the topic's name, you know. You might have guessed. It is how poor we are. How poor we are. We have everything. We have lot of money, but we have no time to spend. We have no time to share our happiness. It means how poor we are. This thing will be cleared from this session. Okay? If you go through the total story, then we can know that how poor we are. So now the first line, it is SGP1. Once upon a time, there was a very rich man. एक समय जड़े अति धनी लोकटिए थिले, rich man. He along with his family lived in a big palatial building on the top of a hill. He along with his family, means that परिवार सहित lived बास करथले in a big palatial building. एक palatial building, palatial means you know royal, गोटे राजकीय उवास, palatial building माने palace, you can say palace. On the top of a hill, गोटे पहाड़ शीर्ष भाग रे सेटा थिला. His house was surrounded by tall boundary walls like the Chinese Great Wall. His house, it means the big, it means the rich parents, rich father's house. The धनी लोकर जो घरटे थिला, it means that was surrounded, ता परिवेष्टित होइतिला, घेरी रहितिला by tall boundary walls, गोटे प्राचीर द्वारा, उच्च प्राचीर द्वारा. Like the Chinese Great Wall. Chinese Great Wall, you know, it is the wonder of China, one of the wonders of China, one of the wonders of world. এটা একটা বিচার মানে বিরাট প্রাচীরী। The walls were his protection from outside attacks. এই ওয়ালটা ଥିଲା তার আউটসাইড ବାହାର ଆକ୍ରମଣରୁ ରକ୍ଷା କରିବା ପାଇଁ। He too had private soldiers. ତାଙ୍କର ମଧ୍ୟ କିଛି ନିଜର ସୈନିକ ଥିଲେ and a great bulldog, a powerful dog. ଶକ୍ତିଶାଳୀ କୁକୁର ବି ଥିଲେ to protect him, ତାଙ୍କୁ ସୁରକ୍ଷା ଦେବା ପାଇଁ। In moonlit nights, ଚନ୍ଦ୍ରାଲୋକ ମାନେ ଜହ୍ନ ଯେତେବେଳେ when moon is present in the sky at that time, in these nights, in moonlit nights, the building looked very beautiful. That building, the rich man's building, looked very, very beautiful. From there, one could see the river, small hills, long stretch of paddy fields, small huts of poor farmers scattered all around, all flooded by the magic of moonlight. Don't think I am going to explain each and every word. From there, ସେଠାରୁ one could see, ଜଣେ ଦେଖି ପାରୁଥିଲା the river, ନଦୀକୁ, small hills, ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ ପାହାଡ଼କୁ, long stretch of paddy fields, ବିସ୍ତୀର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଧାନ କ୍ଷେତକୁ, small huts of poor farmers, ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ ଗରିବ କୃଷକ ମାନଙ୍କର ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ କୁଡ଼ିଆକୁ ଦେଖୁଥିଲା, scattered all around, ଚାରିଆଡ଼େ ବିଛେଇ ହେଇଯାଇଥିଲା, spread ହେଇଯାଇଥିଲା, ଖେଳି ଯାଇଥିଲା, scattered means spread everywhere, all flooded by the magic of moonlight. ଚନ୍ଦ୍ରାଲୋକରେ ସେଗୁଡ଼ିକ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ, it means the paddy fields, small rivers, it means long stretch of paddy fields, small rivers, and you can say small huts of poor farmers, all filled with the magic of moonlight. Moonlight is called the magic light. Go to the next. During moonless dark nights, when moon is not present in the sky, সেই ରାତିରେ the building had a special look of its own. ସେଇ building ର ଗୋଟେ କଣ ଥିଲା, special look ଥିଲା. This building, the building had special look of its own. ତା ନିଜର ଗୋଟେ ସ୍ୱତନ୍ତ୍ର appearance ଥିଲା. Look means appearance. The building, the walls all around and the gardens inside were lit by lamps. মানে it means the walls all around the building, and it can say the gardens inside the building, everything inside the building looked, it is marvelous, and it means they were lighted with lamps. From a distance, one could see dazzling stars in the sky. And they say from there, from the top of that hill where the rich fathers, it means the house is present, located. ସେଠାରୁ from the distance, ଗୋଟେ ଦୂରରୁ one could see, ଜଣେ ଦେଖି ପାରୁଥିଲା the dazzling stars ଦେଖି ପାରୁଥିଲା, dazzling stars in the sky, ଆକାଶରେ, but the small huts were sleeping, କିନ୍ତୁ ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ କୁଡ଼ିଆ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ were sleeping, ଶୋଇ ପଡ଼ିଥିଲା. Invisibly means not visible. At night, ରାତିରେ ସେଗୁଡ଼ିକ ଦିଶୁ ନଥିଲା. At night, the small huts of the poor farmers, it means invisible because no moon in the sky. His happiness got doubled. तार खुशी got doubled, द्विगुण हो गला, got doubled when he saw the poor farmers living in small huts, छोट छोट कुड़िया रे बास करथिबा गरीब कृषक माने down the hill, पहाड़ तळ देशरे toiling hard, कठिन परिश्रम, झालभुआ परिश्रम करथिले in their fields मानक क्षेत्र. Next, his only sorrow, तांकर एकमात्र दुख थिला, was their दुख थिला जे his only son, एकमात्र पुत्र, did not like, पसंद करनथिला all his richness and glamour. ए तांकर धन, तांकर beauty, सौंदर्य, lifestyle, everything, his son did not like, तांको पुओ पसंद करनथिला. Often, all the time, many times, अनेक थर, he found him sitting alone in his garden, looking down the hill at the poor farmers. Many times, it means the rich father saw his son sitting alone in the garden, looking down the people living in small huts, toiling hard, okay, in their fields, and the rivers flowing by. The son also looked at the river flowing by the it means that area. He was found to be very indifferent to all the richness and the glamour of his father. It means his father was sad. Everything I have, I have a royal building, I have garden, I have food, everything I have. Till then my son is indifferent to all the richness and the glamour. Then go to the next. One day the rich, it means go to the SGP2. It means after seeing his son to be indifferent, other must have taken some steps. So now what is going on? Look at. One day, Dine, the rich man took his son, dhani lokoti tar puo ku nela, to the poor people, gariba loko manoko pakuku, living in small huts, chot chot kuriare baso korthile, down the hills, pahar tolo desore. Pahar tolo dese jo gariba loko mane krusaka mane kuriare baso korte tako goti nele. He had in his mind, it means he decided, se sthiro kala, to show his son tar puo ku dekhia pai how rich he was. Se kete dhani thila, how wealthy, kete vittosali dhani thila. In contrast to the poor farmers, in contrast, in comparison, tulonare, ta tulonare, na to the poor hoods, to the poor farmers, gariba krusaka mananko. He thought, se bhabile, thought means think. THINK, think, past, thought. Se bhavile this would work, kamo karibo like medicine, aushadha bholi. Medicine means for his son's sadness. Tanko puora sadness man unhappiness, dukha ku laghav karibo. It will mitigate the sorrow or the unhappiness of his son. When his son would see these poor people living in small huts, ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏଇ ପୁଅଟି ସେ ଗରିବ ଲୋକ ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ କୁଡ଼ିଆର ବାସିଆ ଗରିବ ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖିବ, his sadness, ତାର ଦୁଃଖ would disappear, would vanish, would go away, ଦୂର ହେଇଯିବ. He would realize, he would understand, ସେ ବୁଝିବ how privileged, କେତେ ସୁବିଧାବାଦୀ, କେତେ ପ୍ରତିଭାଶାଳୀ, how blessed he was with his special rights, benefits, etc. He was in contrast to those poor farmers. माने ए गरीब कृषक मानक तुलनारे. In a beautiful car, गोटे सुंदर कार रे, he took him all around, चारियाडे टिके बुलेई देला. He made him see, मतलब he showed, से देखैला the poor farmers, गरीब लोक माने living in wretched condition, माने केते दयनीय अवस्थारे से माने बास करूछंती देखै देला. For the first time, प्रथम थर पई, his son, तांकर पुत्र, who lived like a prisoner, जे गोटे बंदी भाबरे रहउतला, prisoner बंदी भाबरे, in a big house, गोटे बड़ घरे, got the chance, सुजोग पाइला, opportunity पाइला, सुजोग, to see the outside world, बाहर दुनिया देखिया रो सुजोग पाइगला. Throughout the tour, माने पूरा एई क्षणिक यात्रा मध्यरे, his father was telling, तार बापा कहि चलथले, continuing to tell how these poor people, ए गरीब लोक माने were living, बास करथले in great difficulty, in great, it means in wretched condition, in poor condition, केते निरीह अवस्था रे बास करथले. So go to the next. On his way back, फेरिबा बाटरे, on his way back, on his way back मतलब फेरिबा बाटरे, very satisfied. Who got very satisfied? Rich man got satisfied. Why he got very satisfied? And he thought, my son had already looked over all the things, all the it means the poor farmers living in small huts, in wretched condition. Their condition would also, it means he changed the mind of my son. He asked his son, से तपुओ को पचारिले, did you see, तुम्हें देखिलो कि how poor the farmers are, ए कृषक माने केते गरीब. What did you learn, तुम्हें कौन सिखिलो from this, एथुरु तू कौन सिखिलु बाबू. His son sadly replied, दुखरे उत्तर देले, replied, उत्तर देले कौन, what, We have one dog. Amar gotiye kukur achi. They have four. Semanakar chari kukur achi. We have one pool. Am pakhre gotiye pool achi, pokhari pond, where we take bath. But they have rivers. Semanakar nadi sabu achi. We have artificial lamps. Am pakhre artificial lamps, not natural, artificial, man-made, ani kutrimo. Kutrimo lamp achi, but they have the moon and stars. But semana pakhre kon achi? Moon and stars achi. Janno ebong tara. We buy food. We buy food. Ame kinikri paisa dei, giving money, we buy food. Khadya kinikri khauchu. They grow theirs. They produce theirs. Seman kon karanti? Amadani karanti, amala karanti. We have walls to protect us. Ame pakhre kantho achi, protect kariya pai, to protect us from outside attacks achi. But they have friends. Seman pakhre bandhu achanti. They will protect them during the difficulty. We have encyclopedias. We have encyclopedias. Matlab we have a knowledge book. Jano ko sa acham pakhre knowledge book. A book containing all kinds of knowledge. But they have Bibles. Seman pakhre Bibles. What mean by Bible? Bible is a holy book of a Christian community. So semana pakhre Bible achi. Thank Dad. Dhanyabad. Thank Dad. Thank you, my father. Dhanyabad for showing me. Mote dekhei baru. How poor we are. Ame kitte garibo. Really, bastavare. Really matlab prakrutire. Actually, I want to live. I want to live. Mu basa kariya ku chahe. With them there. Sethare mu semana sato basa kariya chahe. Sethar kaha saito? Whom to with whom? Now with the poor farmers living in small huts, toiling hard in their fields. So my dear students, in SGP2, now I am going to summarize SGP1 and SGP2. So listen to me carefully. In SGP2, we learnt that there is a rich father, and he had only one son. But the rich father lived in a big palatial building, and that building was covered by tall boundary walls like Chinese, and he also protected his family from outside attacks by keeping a bulldog and also keeping some private soldiers. But one thing was there, the building and everything around the building, the garden and the pool, everything looked glittering. Why? Because when in moon lit night, and generally when the moon is in the sky, at that time moonlight falls on the there. So everything looked beautiful and everything looked glowing. So everything looked glowing. His father was happy. But when one day in moonless dark night, in the night when moon is absent, so moon absent hai, moon not hai akasre. At that time everything you can say dark and dark. Darkness will cover all around. Darkness hai. But the rich man's building, everything lighted with lamps. It was a special of its own quality. But the poor farmers living in small huts, there was no light because it is dark light, it is moonless dark night. No moon is there. So everything where you see there will darkness. And small huts of the poor farmers. Even it was seemed It is found they were sleeping invisibly at night. Invisibly at night. When the rich father looked at this, his happiness got doubled. And khushi diguno ho gala. But one sadness was there. Gote dukha thila. He had only one sorrow. Everything he had done for his only son. That's puo pai korthila. But when he saw his son sitting alone in the garden, bogitare bosikri, looking at the poor farmers living in small huts, toiling hard in their fields. Dekhila, and also he found son was indifferent to the richness and the glamour of his. That jo glamour, that jo saundarya, এবং the richness, the quality of being rich, ধনী হবা, বিত্তশালী হবার जो गुण কলা, everything was full in the minds of his father. But son was upset. Son was different. So he was indifferent. He did not like the richness and the glamour of his father. He पसंद करनथला. He was a child. He liked to play with others. He liked to move everywhere, here and there. But he did not like to be a prisoner and to be kept confined. In the SDP2, to remove the sadness from the minds of his son, his father took his son a beautiful car to the area where the poor farmers living in small huts. So during his journey, when they reached there, his son got happy. Khushi is lot of food. Was confined in a big building, palatial building, never got chance to move anywhere, never got chance to see the real world. Now he got chance to see the real world. But on their return, father got satisfied. Being satisfied, father asked some questions. Did you feel happy? Khushi anubhav kalu ki? His son replied, we have one dog, but they have four. And we have one pool, but they have rivers. We have artificial lamps, but they have the moon and stars. We buy food, they grow theirs. We have walls to protect us, they have fence. We have encyclopedias, but they have Bibles. Thank Dad for showing me how poor we are. Really? What is poor? What is poorness and what is richness? Poorness can be richness if happiness is added to it. Poorness be richness hai jiba. Lekin happiness tikhe jiba. A richness would be happiness. Richness would be poorness if happiness will be subtracted, will be minus. Jeta to minus hai jiba. Kadhi niya jo remove kara jiba. A person may have lot of money. A person may have palatial building. A person may have servants, and you can say private soldiers, everything, car, bungalow, everything. But he cannot be happy. Khushi hai paribani. When he or she has not shared his happiness with others. Happiness is very important. What you have, it should be shared. Happy, so everything we have will look beautiful. To make our possessions, our things, ourselves beautiful, we have to share our happiness with others. We should not confine ourselves in a room. And we should not run after money. And we should not ban our children not to mix with others. Suppose I am a rich man. Nothing. I am a rich man. Can I show my richness? It is so in nature. Don't show your richness. Have to add happiness to it. Okay? So my dear students, now what we have learnt from this interesting story, now I am going to take a test. Now, before going to take test, a moral of the story, the money only can't make one always happy. अर्थ केबे जणको केबे भी खुशी देई पारिबो नहीं. Money can't make one always happy. केबे खुशी करे पारिबोनी. To keep it another side. It is just to show. Now I am going to take test. Be careful and always not be absent-minded. Be present and be alert. And also now I am going to take test. Be careful. Comprehension activities. Fill in the blanks choosing the correct alternatives. MCQ question, multiple choice questions. Be ready. Very easy. First question: the rich man along with a dash lived in a big palatial building. Option: his son, the poor farmers, his family, his servants. So comment.
His family.
His family.
His family.
Thank you very much. You are absolutely correct. Then go to the second question. To protect himself, he had a dash.
One private soldier.
To
One
protect
private
himself,
soldier.
One private soldier.
One private soldier.
One private soldier. So just think something. It is
The
wrong.
poor farmers.
It is private soldiers and a bulldog. Rich man's happiness got doubled when he saw dash. The small huts down the hill, the poor farmers living in small huts, the rivers flowing by, or his only son.
The poor farmers living in small huts. The poor
Thank you very
farmers
much.
living in small huts.
Very good. Correct answer. Absolutely correct. Then go to next question. When the son would see the poor people living in small huts, the rich man thought his sadness would dash. Tar dukho kon he jibo? Increase, decrease,
Disappear.
continue. What is the right answer? Again,
Disappear.
Thank you very much. Disappear. The correct answer. Correct answer. Thank you. Then the son thanked his rich father for showing him poor. The Bappa, धनी बापा को धन्यवाद दिला for showing him dash. How poor they are, how happy they were, how rich they were, how unhappy they were. Which one is the correct answer? BS High School. BS High School. Any student from BS High School?
How poor they are. How poor they are.
How poor they were. Correct answer. Thank you. The son wanted to live with dash. The poor farmers, गरीब लोक मान सहित his father, तार बापा सहित his father and the poor farmers, तार बापा एवं गरीब कृषक सहित और the soldiers सैन्य मान सहित. Which is the correct answer?
Poor farmers.
Poor farmers.
The poor
Thank you.
farmers.
Poor farmers. The poor farmers. Thank you. Comprehension questions. Be ready. Comprehension questions. What is the story about? The story is about how a rich father learnt a lesson from his only son about how poor they were. ସେମାନେ କେତେ ଗରିବ ଥିଲେ ଶିଖିଲା ବାପ ଠାରୁ ମାନେ ବାପ ପୁଅ ଠାରୁ ଉଚିତ ଶିକ୍ଷା ପାଇଲା. Second question: where did the rich man live? Satasri High School. Any student from Satasri High School? Any student from Satasri High School? Where did the rich man live?
The rich man
Very good, absolutely correct. Your answer is, you sit down please. The rich man lived in a big palatial building. Third question: what was his house surrounded by? ଘରଟା କେମିତି ଆଚ୍ଛାଦିତ ହେଇଥିଲା, ଘେରି ରହିଥିଲା? Hamirpur High School. Any student from Hamirpur High School? This question. What was his house surrounded by? Hamirpur High School. Any student?
His house was surrounded by a tall boundary wall.
Thank you. Thank you. Sit down. His house was surrounded by tall boundary walls. Thank you. His house was surrounded by big boundary walls like a great Chinese wall. Fourth question. What was the rich man's sorrow? के धनी लोकर दुख कौन थिला? sorrow कौन थिला? unhappiness कौन थिला? ता दुख कौन थिला? sadness कौन थिला? Bherawala School. Any student from Bherawala?
His only sorrow was that his only son had on attraction towards his richness and glamour.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Correct answer. The rich man's only sorrow was that his only son did not like all his richness and glamour. So fifth question. In which car did the rich man take his son all around? Chariare kau car re bulei nala? RDD High School. Any student from RDD High School? Any student from RDD High School? Ready?
The rich man took his son all around in a beautiful car.
Absolutely correct. Correct answer. The rich man took son in a beautiful car. It is also an interesting activity. Be ready? Match the words under A with their meanings under B. A रे किसी शब्द अच्छी A कलम रे, B कलम रे तार meaning अच्छी, meaning तार अर्थ अच्छी. But we have to match. हमको match करियो पड़िबो. So now, flooded, glamour, indifferent, invisibly, palatial are under A. Royal, lack of interest, not seen, filled with beauty. These words are under B. So now question, flooded, match. Government High School, Bherawal. Bherawal High School. Any student from Bherawal High School? Flooded.
Filled with.
Thank you. Filled with.
Filled with.
Then another word, that is glamour. Just match it to its meaning. Glamour.
Beauty.
Again
Beauty.
repeat. Glamour. Beauty. Thank you. Beauty. Invisibly. Invisibly. What is its meaning? Invisibly.
Not seen.
Thank you.
Not
Thank you.
seen.
Thank you very much. And palatial. Palatial. Papa
Not
school.
seen.
Palatial.
Not seen.
Palatial.
Not seen. Not seen.
Not
Royal.
seen. Palatial.
Royal. Royal.
Palatial, royal, correct answer. So thank you, my dear students. Already you have it means participated in this live classes, and already I feel that you might have understood the story how poor we are. And let us see. This is the homework. Fill in the blanks using the correct words given in the brackets, and you have to fill it and you have to submit it. Okay, thank you.